Look at me, I'm making sure it's not zoomed in.
Like all of his hands, so he makes.
Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Jigga 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 jigga. Oh.
I'm sitting here enjoying my banana bread and my coffee, and I look over and I see this. See that? That wasn't there yesterday. This guy. The neighbor was moving out. There had all these pallets. Oh yeah, why don't you just throw them in our yard? It's not like we don't have anything in there already, just making it look like a pile of shit. So now I have to look at these, and he says he wants to light them on fire, but I feel like we're going backwards. We're trying to like make things look nicer, trying to clean up.
It's like free firewood.
I told him he's like his mother, because his mother doesn't do that with firewood, but she does that with other things, like plants. Let's see. What do we got here? Well, we got a stump here. I don't know what that is. Particle board. Okay, that's the old fence. A ton of stumps back here from a tree that fell down the street like a year ago. And then this is our most recent acquirement. Look at that. It came from that house. Ben said, sure, why not? Yes. Put them in our yard. All these pallets are actually covering up a ton more stumps here. Got even more right here. We already have a ton over our own yard. We got a ton over there, see? And that's not even half of them. That wraps around all around the house. Is there a name for that? Like when you're addicted to firewood? But I have to say, I love the guy.
This is exciting. The new granite just came in for the $7,000 house right over there. And my neighbor, Gabriel, is actually installing it. So we're gonna go check it out. Not ripe. What's up?
What's going on? Here's all your stuff right here.
This is our piece right here.
Yes, but here's the sink run.
So this is where we're getting the new granite countertops right here.
Good angles, I don't care.
All right, here he is. Hey, we need a full, there we go. Hi. He's in. This is Gabriel, he's installing the granite. You guys may have seen him from the marathon video. That's one of my favorite shots in the marathon, is of Gabriel cheering us on. All right, thanks guys. I am heading out to lunch right now because 1 year ago today, I set up an arrangement with a guy. His name's Caleb. We've seen him around in these videos. To kind of apprentice him in some of the ways that we think about family. For 12 months, we've been meeting pretty regularly. He has been joining our family with events, and we've been talking things through and making a lot of phone calls, all for the purpose of passing on what we've been given. And it's been a year, so the agreement is officially over today. So we're gonna go out to lunch to debrief the last year. I'm gonna poke my head in this house real quick and see what's going on. This just got installed here. That looks good. We cut this hole out here to open it up. And then the island got installed here. And that over there. So now we're just waiting for this piece. Looks good.
Thank you.
We just got back from Thai food. So I asked Caleb if he'd answer this question because he just spent a year kind of like submitting himself to this whole process of apprenticeship or discipleship. And it's something that I've done. So I asked him if he would answer this question of what he's learned from that whole process and what he would recommend to other people.
I think one of the biggest things has just been how much it's changed me, not necessarily to like have chosen the perfect person or something like that, but just the very action of choosing to do what someone else is telling me to do instead of what I would choose for myself. I think has been a really powerful and actually a very freeing thing to experience. I think in looking for someone who you might do something like this with, or looking for someone who might disciple you or be your mentor, I think what I would encourage is not to necessarily try to pick like the perfect person or someone who doesn't make mistakes.
Whoa. What are you saying here?
You're never actually gonna find that person, and I know for myself, I spent a lot of time thinking like, oh, someone's gonna come find me and be my mentor, and the big shift for me was realizing that it's actually my responsibility to go and find someone.
That's cool.
It's my responsibility to learn from that person. It's not their responsibility to come and find me out and give something to me.
Man, that's awesome. That's great.
I think that's about it.
Cool. Catch you later. I know it's kind of weird asking Caleb in front of me and in front of the camera, what are the ways that you've changed from a year with me? But the reason why I was doing that was I don't want to emphasize me. I'm trying to share about a process that both Cammie and I have been through and that has really worked for us, which is very simply this. When we saw someone that had something that we wanted, like a way of looking at the world, a way of seeing God, a way of working things out with family or money or whatever it is, we have found that the best thing we could ever do is go to that person and say, will you teach me whatever you got, and I am willing to do anything that it takes to get what you have. And submit ourselves to someone else and say, give it to me. That this is more worthwhile investing in than school, than money or job, career, most anything else in life. And a lot of what you see with the lifestyle that we have actually came from going to people and asking them for that. So what I really appreciate about this process that I went through with Caleb was that he's that type of person, that he came to me and said, hey, I want this. Can you give it to me? And I was like, you know, I think I can, at least some of the pieces. And it's gonna be broken, and it's not gonna be perfect, and you're gonna have to sort out the good stuff from the bad stuff. But 1 year later, I see a ton of change in him that is some of the change that we've been through in our own life. It's the fastest way to grow. So I hope you guys might ask this question. Who are the people in your life that have that thing that you want? You know, you look at their life and you're like, man, that looks great. Instead of saying, oh, that's just them, that's not me, maybe go to those people and saying, hey, what would it take for you to give me what you have? To train me, to teach me, to share with me? I wouldn't be surprised if they're willing to do it.
Memory and I went out today. I took her out because she did something special. I'm not allowed to say what it is because she doesn't feel comfortable sharing about it. But I took her to, Memory, do you want to say what? Why don't you come over here?
I got my ears pierced.
You got your ears pierced. Let's take a look at those beauties. Ooh, can you turn your head? Yeah. What else did we do?
Went out to lunch.
What else did we do?
Got a Whole Foods.
Yeah, but what did we get there?
Chocolate cup filled with fudge.
Yeah, mousse. Chocolate mousse. Oh man, this thing was so good. Her and I have the same taste for sweets.
It melted a lot because there was a lot of traffic. It was a cup. You can see that was the handle. It was like this tall.
It was tough to get out of the house, and tough for me to plan this. But it was something that I agreed with her a month ago or more that we were going to do this together, and I wanted to keep my word. And it's cool just committing to something and knowing that you're going to fall through with it no matter what.
Hey, Dan, Gabriel. I was just letting you know we are done. Everything is in. If you have any questions, just give me a call.
The granite countertops are done.
We put so much work into this house. It's taken a while because there was a lot of work to do. I'm excited to see how it's coming together. Wow. Dang. This is really nice. My favorite part is what you're sitting on right now. What do you call this? Like a bar type where you can like hand things over?
This is the sink. It's pretty cool. I like it. But the best part of this whole house is it's right next to our house. We are going on a date now because it's our date night. We're going out with our friends because this is the night that Cami and I scheduled to go out and kind of like relax. All right, we are out of here. Have a good night.